Before we begin this video, I'd like to invite you to the League 1 and 2 Discord server where you can join a League 1 and 2 Discord community. And if you'd like to find out something else that I do in my time rather than just football videos, you can check the Gaps in Knowledge podcast. It's about history and geography. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. All of the links, all the things I just said are down below in the description. Welcome to German Gills. Gills head up to London to play Wimbledon in the first match of the League 2 campaign. Your German Gills show bringing you a live match reaction today from your host, Reese. Gills played at a goalless draw when we met last season, but can we do one better against our relegated rivals? Adam Wesgate will be our live match reporter today as we see if the Gills can get off to a strong start at Plough Lane. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's, Gills! Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on AFC Wimbledon up at Plough Lane for our first match of the League 2 campaign. Wimbledon were relegated with us last season, but we're going to give them a new team to play against today, and it's all exciting. It's the first game of the season. Kick-off from the UK is at 3 o'clock, but over here in Germany, it's 4 o'clock, and it's really great to have you here on this German Gills show for our first match of the season. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of this game as we go into the first game of the season. And if you haven't done so already, you can check our socials, which is German Gills Instagram, and on Twitter it is Deutsche Gills. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, use the chat box at the bottom of the video to navigate around. So let's have a look at what happened the last time we played Wimbledon. We're going to chip this ball into the box. The keeper did think about coming to get it. It's a bit argy-bargy. This could be dangerous. Oh my goodness me, what an attempt that is by Wimbledon. It's the closest they've come to scoring this game, and I thought that was destined for the back of the net. Wants to try and get this goal as it goes into the box. It's gone back post. It's headed around. Everyone's fighting for it. But Thompson's got the ball on the right-hand side. He's staying on his feet. He needs to get into the box. He has done. It's been dropped. Surely that's a goal somewhere. My goodness me, what a scramble that is in the box. Can we actually do something? Oh, it's gone over the bar. That was the moment Gills had to get 3 points. It was a 0-0 game at Priestfields. I think Gillingham were mainly on top most of that game. And the irony is, if we actually had put one of those goals in the back of the net, I think we may be doing a video of Gillingham still in League 1. But we find ourselves in League 2 with a pretty brand new team. So Neil Harris at the Realms. So hopefully we can get our first 3 points of the season today and start strongly. So we're doing something a little bit different throughout this German Gills season. There's been one slight change. So coming live from Plough Lane, we have Adam Wesgate. Do you want to give us a rundown of what you think is going to happen today?
Thanks, Reese. It's good to be back. I'm just outside of Plough Lane. We've had the squads through, and actually I'm quite excited by the fact that we've got winger play. To be honest, I thought with the squad being so thin that we wouldn't be able to do that, and I do think this is going to be quite a slow burn, if I'm being honest, in terms of our season, so I'm looking forward to it.
And with that being said, who do you think will be our key player for the first game of the season, and what do you think the result will be today?
So, a key player for us, I would say, probably Ollie Lee, and that's simply because last year we didn't have much creativity really, and he's playing and he's just behind the striker role, so his number 10 role. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We want more goals than last year. We don't get more goals than last year, actually, we're in dreadful trouble, but let's see what happens, and it's only the first day of the season, but we can still get excited about wins.
So let's head over to Plough Lane for today's live match reaction. Los geht's, Gills! And we're about to get underway here at Plough Lane. The referee's blown for the start of the game. It was a bit of a delayed start to the season, but we are underway here. And I just got to say, looking forward to this one. It should be an interesting watch to see all the new players in action. I've got to say as well, it's going to take me a game or 2 or maybe 3 to be able to know the players, all of them instinctively. So bear with me if I make a few blunders on the way. I'll do my best. But let's see how this goes. So Wimbledon have got a corner on this left-hand side. It is the first corner of the game as it be a whipped-in outswinger as it goes all across there and cleared away. I think Baggott half cleared away, and what a finish that is from Wimbledon. Their first real attempt of the game, and they've blasted that in the top right-hand corner. That's already a goal of the season contender for the Dons. What a finish. And you know what? Sometimes when the ball falls on the outside of the box like that and you've got something like that in their locker, sometimes it just goes in the top right-hand corner, and that's exactly what happened. I don't think Gills could have done too much more about that than just admire that ball flying the top right-hand corner. What a goal this is. Let's take a look. I mean, It is the first real attack that Wimbledon have had this game. And as it's cleared half away, I think by Baggott, who got a decent head on it, in fairness, fell straight to, I can't find out who it is, but on the outside of the box, right for the top right-hand corner, is unstoppable. And, it happened so quickly, I don't think Gills had a lot of time to close it down. So it's just one of those peaches of a goal that you can't do much about, unfortunately. As it currently stands, it is Wimbledon 1, Gillingham 0. So Gills got a call on his left-hand side. It's a third one in a row as it comes to an outswinger for Williams now. It goes to back as a Mandron. He does head it, but it goes over the bar. I mean, shall I put that in the highlight reel for the first highlight of the season? Maybe. We'll see how it goes. If it's in there, we've not had a very good first half. Let's have a look at it anyway. It's a decent ball in. I think it's better as an in-swinger from Williams, and I think Mandron jumped a little bit too early, and therefore the ball went over the bar. Yeah, if it's in the highlights in for this first half, then we've not had a good first half. Wimbledon now coming forward on this left-hand side. They've got a little bit of space, and there's 4 Gills players there. But Wimbledon looking now to cut back inside, maybe recycle this ball. Wimbledon still coming down this left-hand side, looking to get this ball into the box. They've got a few people. They've got one person in there, and Baggott has to deal with that. He has half deal with it, and it's a shot, and I think it's saved or hit the post. It doesn't. I don't know what quite happened there, but Gills have won a free kick. I think it was a save in the end by Morris. Let's have a look at that from the replay. But it was a nice bit of work from Wimbledon as they worked down this left-hand side. The ball came in the box. Baggott had to head that. He did, and it was on the volley, left foot, and then it deflected, I think, and Morris managed to get his foot on it to save it. Again, Wimbledon looking pretty dangerous on the counter-attack, even though they've only had 1 or 2 attacks, and they're looking pretty dangerous on them. We've got to watch out for that. Still 1-0 Wimbledon. So Wimbledon got a free kick on the left-hand side. It was a pretty bad challenge that led to it with Max Emo doing a scissor tackle. Lucky to get a yellow, in my opinion, as it heads towards goal and goes just wide. Wimbledon coming to this game a little bit more now. I think in the last sort of 10 minutes of this game, I think Gills will be happy to go maybe 1-0, just 1-0 down. This ball in from the left-hand side from Wimbledon is working really well at the moment. And it exposed Gills' defence a little bit here. Left a kind of a free header. If it was on target, I think Morris had trouble getting that, but luckily it's just got wide on the left. Still 1-0 Wimbledon. Gills are going to come forward. He got Ollie chasing the ball down. If he gets it across, he's got a chance. It goes across, but it's gathered by the goalkeeper. Oh, it was a close one. I even wondered if Ollie was about to be clipped and Gills win a penalty, but it didn't happen, and it just went across the face of goal. Well, actually at near post, and the keeper just gathered it for Wimbledon. Actually, it's the first time the Gills have kind of broken the defence of Wimbledon through on goal, despite it being on directly on the right-hand side of the byline. It isn't a bad attack from Gills, but this is the best that we're producing this half at the moment. Still 1-0 Wimbledon. Wimbledon still looking to recycle this ball on the right-hand side. It's a little bit chaotic, I think, in the box at the moment. Gills did something about it, and it's headed towards the goal. My goodness me, Morris. Just about got hold of the ball after the second attempt. But they go to the highlight where the ball's still in play, and it really annoys me. Please, iFollow, stop. Tell your cameramen to stop doing this, because the ball is still active at the moment. Morris very lucky there. Could have spilled and could have been a second goal for Wimbledon. And that is half-time. So at half-time, it's Wimbledon 1, Gillingham 0, and of course on the line we have Adam Wesgate.
Hello, good to be back.
So what do you make of that half so far, Adam?
So I'd say it was 2 fairly average teams. I've seen some promise from Gillingham, and I meant to say it in the video I did outside, but basically I think if we're going to have a successful season, I was saying this to you as well, Reece, I think it's going to be a bit like that championship the season we went up to the championship, where it's a slow start simply because we haven't even got the full numbers in. We don't know how many first teamers we need to sign versus squad players. But so far, a few good performances, so there's promise. There's promise.
So do you have a little bit of hope in the short term for this next half? Do you see Gillingham getting back into this game?
I do, because I think Wimbledon have been quite average and scored what looked like not a fluky goal, but goal of the season. And then I asked you to verify all the different angles. I'm watching it live. And I don't think Wimbledon have been that great. I think we sort of look about on par. So if we can get something in the second half, great. Green looks like he's got promise. Mandron hasn't had a huge amount of supply, but he's done a few things. Oh, and you were saying about how good you thought Baggott was, and I'd like to concur with that. I think watching him up close, I've been very impressed with Baggott.
Yeah, absolutely. Baggott for me so far has been player of the half. He's looked pretty solid. I'm quite happy he's in defence. But what do you think about moving forward? Are we looking like some good players on the wings, like Kashket or Green, for example? Have they impressed?
I think Kashke looks like he's trying to cut inside more, and to be honest, we've gone down the wing more with Green, so it's hard for me to judge Kashke yet, but we'll see. I mean, they're going to be attacking our end this half, so it will be good. But I'll tell you what, the goal wasn't the most shocking bit. I mean, the rainbow roll at £4.95, I had a bigger heart attack with that.
All right, well, you enjoy.
You can translate that to euros, and then it can give you a heart attack as well.
I'll do that whilst we're in half time. But thank you very much, Adam. We'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
So we're underway for the second half, or we're nearly underway for the second half. Just so you know, Reeves has come on for Jeffries. Bit of a surprise to me. I thought Jeffries did okay in the first half, but having Reeves on is a pretty good replacement. We've not had that much last season when a good, almost like for like comes on the pitch. So we'll see how Reeves does in replacement for Jeffries. Anyway, underway. Let's see if we can get a goal back at least in this game. Nice foot from Jules Mums. They come forward. It could be Mandron at the end of this. He takes it down. It's gone across the face. Gone. Green's gone there. It's gone over the top, and it's just gone wide. I mean, it was really nice football from Jules. Really good, promising start there. That was a really nice move. That started at the back with Reeves. Really good passing. Got themselves out of a dickle position. Reeves put a good ball in. Half a decent knockdown for Mandron, but I think Green, it was really hard to anticipate that. But he did get something on the end of it using his pace, and unfortunately just couldn't quite get it on target. But a much more pleasing start for Jules. 49 minutes gone in this game. So much better from the Gills, and hopefully we can build on that. So Gills got a free kick about 30 yards out. You've got Reeves who's going to take this one and shot instead, and it's been gathered just about by the goalkeeper. And by all accounts, it looks like that might even be our first shot on target. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it might well be. It was a really comfortable save in the end, but he made a bit of a hash of it, but it was a comfortable save. But I'm going to put it in the highlights. It's our first real attempt on target. Still 1-0 Wimbledon. So Wimbledon have got a free kick in a very dangerous position on his left-hand side. It was Eamon that brought down the man. Arguably could have been a second yellow for a red card as it goes over the top, and it's a decent save by Morris. I mean, it was probably a nice height in fairness to him, but he had to make the save nonetheless. It was hit with some venom as well, the free kick, just over the wall. But Morris makes a really good contribution there. Second one of the game already. He made one with his feet in the first half, and this one, I mean, it's a good free kick. Nice height, but still had to make the save. And there's been a goal for Wimbledon whilst EFL are showing their highlights. And I don't know how that's gone in, but we're going to have a look at that right now because Gillingham have got a real mountain to climb these last 20 minutes. It was Curry who's got the goal again, it looks like. And we'll only see what happens in the replay. Again, I follow. Can we stop doing this? Can we stop just cutting to replays instantly? Try and read the game and try and get the highlights exactly right because I've missed a goal now already this season. It's the first game. Let's see what happens. Well, we'll see what happens in the replay. Be ironic if they didn't show one now. Here it is. So it's from the throw-in from the right-hand side. Decent ball into the box. And no one's... Oh, my goodness me. No one's jumping to win that header. That is an awful piece of defending. And it's just been absolutely capitalised on by Wimbledon. That is a terrible piece of defending by the Gills. And quite rightly, they should be 2-0 down. 2-0 to Wimbledon. Green's coming forward. If he uses pace to get a shot away, he's going to take a shot himself, and it just goes wide on the right-hand post. It's probably another the nearest that Gills going to come to a goal at the moment. It's, if I'm totally honest, Gills had a good start to the second half, but it's kind of fallen apart a little bit, and that was a little bit desperate from Green. He found his gap, and you never know, might go in, but at the moment, it's not looking great for Gillingham, I have to say. Oh, well, it's a work in progress, as it's been said, but it hasn't set the world alight so far. Still 2-0 Wimbledon. And that is full time. And as ever, for his full-time review, we have Adam Wesgate. Give us your rundown of the game.
So, just finished the match. Seems a bit harsh, but at the same time, we didn't create much. There were a few bits of, hope, but we looked average, which is better than looking terrible. Yeah, it is what it is, and it's opening day. It's hard to tell. We didn't look amazing, but then did we expect to be automatically promoted this year? Did we expect anything like that? We're hoping at best for playoffs, so it depends really what your expectations are, but obviously disappointed we didn't score, disappointed we didn't get the draw, but probably was slightly deserved, even though first Wimbledon goal, I'd say, was a bit of a wonder goal. It's tough on these opening days.
And who do you think was the bright spark in a poor performance like today?
Well, I thought Green looked good. I thought there were flashes of it. I think part of the reason why he's at this level is probably because he's not strong enough. He seems to get pushed off the ball quite easily. But I've seen enough that makes me think that he could be something, he could improve. I mean, obviously Harris believes in him. He thinks he'll knuckle down and try and improve his football. And I think he's got an interesting story for anyone interested. But for me, the player of the match, Baggott. Easily Baggott. I don't think there was anyone better. I thought he looked composed, thought he looked calm, I thought he was a good presence at the back. Yes, we let 2 goals in, but I thought he was a real positive. So that's my thoughts, onwards and upwards to, I believe, our next game is Rochdale.
So it ended Wimbledon 2, Gillingham 0, and I have to say congratulations to Wimbledon fans. I think that's your first victory since December the 7th of last year, so it's been a long time coming, so congratulations to that. You've got to look like a pretty solid team out there to fight in League 2. Gillingham on the other end, not too sure. It's still obvious that we need to get a few more players through the door, otherwise it's going to be a real slog this season, it really feels like. There's a couple of bright sparks there. Elkan Baggott looked pretty good for me actually, but there's a lot of work up front. It felt a little bit like last season already, not creating much up front, but that's yeah, hopefully we can improve from that, and hopefully we can get some more goals, because it certainly felt like a bit of a goal drought again. But thank you very much for making it this far in the video. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link to that is in the description, and if you would like to join the League 1 and 2 Discord server, you can also do by following the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Wesgate's Gills.